Hi YouTube, welcome to Pagan Perspective. This is Megan, aka Severe Siri. Today is Thursday, and gonna be a quick video. I know I keep saying that, and then it ends up being a really long video. So this week we're talking all about astral projection and lucid dreaming. So, this one's an interesting one, because I feel like while it's something that I certainly use in my practice and have even helped others do, it's something that I feel like, I know this sounds weird, but it's one of those things that you almost need to, in my opinion, I would feel better being there with somebody. Now, that's just me. You can astral project on your own. You can read. You can use a guided astral projection, like a meditation type thing, in order to help you get there. And lucid dreaming, you can certainly do on your own. However, for me, the type of astral projection that I like to do, I prefer when I have, like if I have a mentee or something, I prefer to be there with them when they do that. At least for the first couple of times. That's just my preference, mainly because I am a tether for them. So the very first time that I astral projected, I had a tether as well. And for me, having that safety net was just very important, mainly because I'm the type who will tend to go a little too far with everything. And and I just having that tether there, physically present with my body, was really nice. And knowing that that they were there for me. So that was really great. For me, lucid dreaming, on the other hand, is something that I actually do all the time. In fact, I would say probably 90% of the dreaming I do is lucid dreaming. I don't often dream non-lucidly. And when I do, they're usually interesting dreams. And it's usually, honestly, because I've been overly exhausted or something like that. Or on medication, I have a cold or something like that. So for me, lucid dreaming is sort of the standard. If you've been watching any of the videos this week, I haven't had a chance to see them, but I'm sure they went into a lot of different things about it. So for me, I think, the key to lucid dreaming really is getting yourself into that framework, getting yourself into that mindset, and being super aware of the fact that even though it's a dream, that you still are processing, it's still our brain processing the day's events. And sorry, I have stuff on the stove. I was just checking. And, so when we're dreaming, it's our download time. It's our brain's, kind of chance for them the brain to download all the information it can for the day and process it. And so if you lucid dream and you have a little too much control, I find that I wake up tired because my brain is doing so much work controlling the dream that it's not able to process the day's stuff very well. So I like to kind of do some loosey-goosey lucid dreaming kind of thing, where basically I definitely control the direction that I want it to go. I make sure that I'm not having any negative dreams. And, if I'm trying to live out some sort of fantasy, I definitely do that. But more so, I work out on problems. So this is a chance in which I actually use a lot of psychodrama techniques. If you're not familiar with psychodrama, the idea is that basically, I wouldn't say even basically, it is a very complex thing. But one of the concepts of it is to basically reenact an event that happened or that you would like to see happen, and kind of live it out until its conclusion. It can be very useful. In particular, empty chair work is something that Jay Morano, who was the creator of psychodrama, would do a lot. Gestalt picked it up later on. Morano actually was a contemporary of Freud, and interestingly enough, psychodrama is still around the way that Morano intended it to be to this day. Freud's theories, definitely important for historical context, but not exactly used in its entirety today. But Murano's psychodrama is phenomenal. The idea is that you can have, for example, if you were just using the empty chair, you could have the empty chair in front of you and you can have somebody sitting in that chair that you would like to talk to. This is really good for people who might have unfinished business with somebody who's passed on, or somebody that maybe they don't have access to, that they can't talk to, or even themselves when they were younger. I know for me, a lot of times, if I'm working on some issues from childhood, I will lucid dream that I'm talking to my younger self. So it's basically empty chair work in a dream. But I try not to control it too much. I try and also allow some freedom with the dreaming so that my brain can process the day's events and things like that. So that is generally my take on that. I think that's about it for today. I don't really know what much else I can say kind of on it. Astral projection for me is very personal, and with me and my mentees, so I don't really want to get too much into it, but if there's a ton of questions, I'll maybe consider doing like a guided meditation or something for astral projection, maybe in a video or something. But put that down in the comments or something if you would be really interested in it. I think it'd be a little bit too long for a video here on this channel. I think that's about it though, guys. I hope that you are all well and having an excellent week. I have actually gotten a lot of the garden planted, and I've been outside a lot, which has been amazing. It's been really nice to be able to get the plants in the dirt and get the sun out in the new place. And so it's starting to come along, and I'm excited about that. So I still have boxes everywhere though. So it's going to take a little bit of time. We don't even have the couch yet. So, which is why I'm still standing and holding the camera. But that would be about it for today. I don't know if I'll see you next week, maybe. But as always, blessed be and aloha. Bye.